Hiya Phil, good test today. Hope you found it helpful. Just going to run through a couple of points that we discussed in the session. Firstly, in terms of your takeaway, what we did see there was quite a lot of lateral movement as that club went back, moving onto your right side there. As you can see, we just had a bit of an old style fashion sort of swing to try and create weight shift, sliding and moving off the golf ball now onto your right side. The problem then when we get to this position, to get back to the golf ball, you did an awful lot of movement sort of sliding laterally again with that left knee, left hip, moving over to that left side, that left knee now starting to work outside of your left foot, putting a lot of stress on the lower back as you start coming through, sliding in. Club will often bottom out a little bit too early. Head now is a long way behind the goal ball from where it started, striking the ground a little bit early behind the goal ball as we can see, and then sliding through, the knees kind of collapsing an awful lot there. And you see the face now trying to sort of just stay open, holding that left arm up to try and keep the club from flipping over, and you can see an awful lot of leaning back and arching in that back there, which, like I say, is going to cause a lot of problems in terms of physically and in terms of making contact with the golf ball. So this was a practice swing that you can see you making now on the right hand side, a much more sort of rotational movement there at the top of the backswing, head staying across and over the ball a lot more, which is great. From there now the left hip is going to move towards target a smidgen and then disappear round behind you. So you can see here now in the practice swing, you move down to your left foot, and then from here now your left hip disappears behind you. If you look at this sort of post-impact position here now, a lot less kind of lean back on the position here compared to where you were on that left-hand side, and then finishing nicely up on that left side with a fairly sort of straight left foot, left knee, left hip and left shoulder, all kind of in line. Now when the ball got there, we were kind of in between that and practice and the old swing. Certainly was a better movement, the strike was far better. The sway is something we can certainly get rid of a lot quicker. You can see now you're not really swaying at all there in that back, which is great. Obviously when the club starts coming down from here back to the golf ball, instinct kind of kicks in there in terms of the movement. So we're sliding there a little bit less. Left knee now is just about sort of staying inside your left foot there as we then rotate through up onto that left side with a much more sort of balanced position there, finishing with that weight up on the left side. A smidgen lean back, but certainly a lot less than you had before when you're swinging that golf club. So work on that swaying in terms of takeaway, trying to sort of move too far off the golf ball as you go back, and then practice that movement now with the left side sort of rotating up onto that left heel there without sort of sliding that left knee and driving the lower half too much, putting pressure on your lower back and causing that club to bottom out a little bit early. So hope that makes sense. Any questions, obviously feel free to give me a shout, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.